Folks, today I'm going to talk to you on another important topic that one of my viewers asked a couple of questions in our comments, and those comments are very relevant to everybody. So I thought I will answer those questions in a new video. As you will see, these questions and answers to them are important to you also, especially to the first question. The first question is, it has been said in Bible that we all human beings lived harmoniously with God in the Garden of Eden. And it has been said in the Bible that Adam and Eve committed the original sin of sexual nature, and that brought people away from the out of the Garden of Eden, and that's the reason why we are all suffering. And our question is this true? The second question is, in the YouTube, it seems, I haven't watched them, but it seems there has been mention about various kinds of races, Atlantis, Lemurian, Aryan, and so on, and also mention about some creator gods like Anunnaki, and so on. She asks, are they true? What do you think? I will answer the second question also. In fact, I answered both these two questions in a different video, an earlier video. I'm not sure whether she watched that video, but in any case, probably that video must have been from a different angle. The focus could have been different. So I thought I will refocus what I talked in those videos, specifically addressing her comments, so that you also will get the answers to both their questions. Okay, first, this notion of Garden of Eden and the original sin. As I mentioned earlier in another video, there is a Garden of Eden, but it is not on earth. I've been talking about the eternal unknown, and that one is in total darkness. It appears to be darkness when you see from outside, when you look at it, but it is not darkness inside. It is undescribable, cannot be described. The very reason why it cannot be described is because there are no opposites. If you notice very carefully, all the concepts, ideas, and the words describing those concepts in the human world, there are always opposites. If there is light, there is darkness. If there is life, there is death. Happiness, the opposite, suffering, and so on, so on. If you talk about a concept, there is just the opposite of that concept, absence of that concept. So in order to describe, if you describe anything, you're also describing the opposite of that is not true. So to talk about something in the human world, in the human consciousness, you need to always talk about the opposites. If you talk about the opposite, you'll be inherently, indirectly mentioning the opposite of the opposite, and so on. But in the world of unknown, undescribable, there is no opposite. There is no death. There is no birth. So it is undescribable. There are no words to describe it. So you cannot say that it is very harmonious, happy, and so on, because there is opposite to harmonious. There is another word. Same thing about happiness. Okay, that's where what eternal unknown is, and there is nobody else. When people say in the Bible that Adam and Eve were there in the Garden of Eden together, harmoniously living, what they are referring to is the eternal unknown and its Shakti, energy together. This is what Hindus call Paramashivam and Parashakti. That is something which is undescribable. And I've been saying that's what I am. Now, this has been said very clearly in Hindu scriptures, but most of the Hindu folks have forgotten about it. But to my knowledge, this idea has not been talked about, mentioned in the Bible or in any of the Western religions. That is, the eternal unknown and its Shakti, energy, wants to know, who am I? What's my nature? And this question separates the Paramashivam and Parashakti, because moment there is a thought or feeling, the one who feels the thought becomes separate from the thought or the feeling. That's what I've been saying, Shivam and Shakti. This is also what is called Adam and Eve. I have mentioned this in my earlier videos. Adam and Eve are not as people mistakenly think human beings. They are not human beings. They are divine. They are eternal unknown. So the moment there is the separation of the two, they cannot be in the world of harmonious, undescribable level or the Garden of Eden. They come out. And that is what I called Adi Shiva and Adi Shakti. And I've said this many times, that Adi Shakti introduces the notion of birth and death on the mind of this Adi Shiva or Adam and Eve. Again, as I said in that video, the Eve is not a woman. It is just energy, the one who is being witnessed by the witness. Witness is Shiva or Adam, and witnessed is Shakti or Eve. So please do not mistake or blame women to be the cause of all the trouble in the world. There is this Shiva and Shakti, both for men and women. A woman is Shiva when she watches or witnesses and feels. The feeling or the thing that's being watched by her is Shakti or energy or Eve. Keep that in mind. And this ignorance, this new knowledge that this Eve puts on the mind of this Adam or Adi Shiva is represented by the snake. As I said, the snake in the neck of Shiva, as portrayed in Hindu scriptures or statues. And this is also the snake in between Adam and Eve, as portrayed in the Bible. So, snake is really ignorance, or you can call it as a knowledge, because this Shakti or Eve puts an idea on the mind of the Shiva that who are you? Who am I? And I've said at length various levels of the creation of the gods like Maheshwara, and from that level, how the three lights spread all over the so called universe, which is nothing but the eternal darkness or the universal mind of the eternal unknown. There is nothing but this universal mind in the whole universe. Anyway, now you know what is called Garden of Eden and how so-called Adam and Eve came about, separating themselves and creating ignorance or the knowledge from another point of view within themselves. So the word sex is not at all there. And what happened in the creation of Adam and Eve? That birth and sex and all these things took a different form when the world of human beings were created. Sex is nothing bad. Only when it is performed to hurt another person, even between a husband and wife. If a man performs the sexual act on a woman or vice versa against the will of the partner, then it doesn't feel good. It is not good at all. It is the sexual act which creates, as you all know, new human beings. And some of the rishis or jnanis in Indian or Hindu scriptures have asked the question, who am I? Including Ramana Maharishi recently. This is the original question that the Parashakti, the Shakti of the eternal unknown, asked. The answer to that question, who am I, is the eternal unknown. You can never find out who you are. It is eternally unknown. And when some people find out that I am the eternal unknown, then or when they discover, they understand I am the one, or I am the eternal unknown, and their question will stop. They will no longer ask that question. Anyway, so nobody has committed any sin. In fact, in the Bible it is said that when the Christ comes second time, he will remove this notion of sin from people, and they will take them, and he will take them to heaven. All that it means, he will teach that there is no sin. Nobody committed any sin. It is the separation of the witness and witnessed, Adam and Eve, Adi Shiva and Adi Shakti, that created not only the world of gods but also human beings. As I've been saying, human beings are part and parcel, are just part of the one big huge system, which has been created because of the separation of this Paramashiva and Parashakti. Now, turning to the second question, are there races? Are there aliens, so-called aliens, in the world? I have not experienced through my spiritual experiences about the various races, so I cannot comment on them. But what I experienced is this. The eternal unknown vibrates at zero frequency, that is, it does not vibrate at all. That's why in Hindu scriptures it is said, Parashakti and Paramasam, when they are together as the eternal unknown, they are called zero, Pujya in Sanskrit. Then, when the gods were created, or when the eternal unknown becomes various levels of gods like Adi Shiva and Adi Shakti, or Adam and Eve, and Maheshwara, and so on, they all vibrate at a different frequencies. And finally, when the human beings were created, they are vibrating at a different frequency. Surrounding them are the three lights, red light, white light, and golden light, which are at a higher level frequency than the frequency of vibration of human beings. Human beings vibrate dictated by the energies of the seven chakras in the human body. Reason why normally human beings cannot really see the three lights is because they don't have the instrument to receive or recognize or see the three lights, because they are of different frequencies. And when my first spiritual experience happened, something at the top of my head revolved or rotated at an extremely high frequency, and that created an instrument, as I said in my earlier video, to view or to receive higher level energy called this golden light. So, when an energy or the witness or Shiva looks at human beings, that one will see not the human form that normally one human sees another human, that one will see as just a vibration. So connecting this notion of vibration and these various races, probably folks who have described various races and also aliens are nothing but these frequencies. When they view or when they witness or when they experience these frequencies, they see them as human beings of different forms or sometimes unusual forms as they portray the aliens in some of the YouTube videos in funny faces. So, what is evolving is the various levels of creation. The human beings are one level of creation and they are evolving. They are becoming more and more knowledgeable about their original existence of the eternal unknown in the Garden of Eden. That's what will happen at the end, and at that time the creation will collapse. They will be destroyed. So these races are nothing but various levels of refinement, evolution, and they are seen as human beings by people who have not experienced the eternal unknown. So bottom line is that all creation, starting from Adam and Eve, all the way down to human beings, including the stars and planets, etc., etc., they are nothing but energy vibrating at various frequencies. Human beings have instruments like the five senses, also the instrument that they invent using their scientific knowledge to view these frequencies and see various forms. And when new instruments are installed in their being, as it happened in my first spiritual experience, you will see higher level beings, and some of them are called aliens or different kinds of races, as told in some of the YouTubes. So, what I experienced is that there is this eternal unknown vibrating at zero frequency, and all the creation of gods and human beings are nothing but energies of different frequencies. And the last level of existence are human beings, and they evolve and finally will end up at zero frequency. Folks, that's what I want to talk to you today. I hope I answered her questions, two questions in this video. And if she has not understood or is not convinced, I would suggest leave a comment. A similar request to you all. If you don't understand this, if you have any questions, please leave a comment. I'll respond. Talk to you soon.